This is it. This is the big show. This is what we're going to try.
Oh, I can't believe we're doing this.
It's a bit scary.
It's terrifying, actually.
So for those that are just tuning in and first time hearing our voices, my name is Porkchop and this is Stinky Feet. And we are using pseudonyms because we should get into the intent of the podcast, right?
Well, I guess the premise is we're going to talk about experiences in our own lives from, disclaimer, our personal and own perspective, not from the other person's perspective at all.
Right. These are our memories. This is the way our brains have processed this stuff.
Right. So this is purely our interpretation of each situation and how we felt and how we dealt with it and how we, I guess.
And even the way we remember it probably isn't necessarily the way it went down. There's probably your truth, their truth, and the real truth's in the middle, right?
I guess our brains probably block a few things out or only remember what we want them to remember. That's fine.
So what we thought, so the way this came about really, I'm going to go back just before we get into any stuff.
Okay.
You and I about 4 years ago or 3 years ago decided we were going to do a podcast and call it 3 Beers In.
Correct.
And the whole idea of a concept anyway, we never got anywhere with it. But the concept was we would get loaded at least 3 beers in and then just randomly talk about stuff. And we tried it once. It was a bit of a flop.
Yeah.
Like when we listened to it back, like we're like, who's going to be interested in this jibber jab?
Well, not only that, we didn't have the right recording equipment. We didn't have the right app. We didn't
have anything.
It was not great.
So then it kind of died on the vine, and then
lo and behold,
fast forward, we decide let's try this again, and we kind of look things up, and the name has been taken. Or someone's using it.
Yeah, and it might have been even taken prior. Like, we don't know. We decided on the name, but I don't think we really researched.
By the way, if there's a bit of wind noise, we're actually not doing this from our home city. We're in the middle of the Bald-Ass Prairies. We're down by a lake, and it's a little bit windy, but it's beautiful weather. So
yeah, we got out of Dodge and figured we'd do this away from our hometown.
So given this is our first podcast, technical stuff, we're not totally certain. We're not showing our faces because, again, that might give away a bit too much. And
that's fair.
Yeah, anyway, so the name was taken. So then we kind of had to reinvent it. And at the same time, you and I had kind of laughed about you writing a book.
Which I'm still interested in doing.
Well, maybe as a follow-up, or maybe going more in depth in this stuff. I don't know. But,
fair.
The idea was that you've had some pretty crazy experiences in the dating world, and each chapter could be a guy that you had a date with. Doesn't mean you actually had even a relationship with him or anything, but
just an experience.
Just a
life experience. Yeah. And it would have been wild, would have been mediocre, whatever, but it was just something where it was like, wow, that did not go how I thought it was going to
go. So then we thought, well, let's expedite that and just put it into audio form.
Mm-hmm.
And so this, like everything we're talking about, we haven't really planned anything out. Well,
no script.
No script. What the plan is each episode is somewhat going to be dedicated to a particular person that you and I have had some sort of situation with.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to just dig into the good, bad, and ugly, and like, to be honest, most of it's good. Like, well, for those that are planning on suing us later, yes.
I suppose, yeah. It was all great.
It was all fantastic. Nothing wrong with anybody, even though we're still single. Mm-hmm. So, by way of background, I'm Porkchop. I was married for about 21 years.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 grown daughters. I've been in the dating world for 6 years. I'd say I was a bit of a slow starter. Most of my dating experiences have been since I've been divorced. I mean, I had some stuff a little earlier that I'll eventually touch on. I'm not going to necessarily cover it right now, but on a relative scale, I think Stinky Feet probably has a bigger book of stories.
Maybe a bit more. Yeah, I certainly wasn't married as long as you were by any means. Engaged, that didn't work. Single for a bit, in a long-term relationship. Engaged, eventually married. That didn't work out. Anyway, been single for quite some time. And so I guess that's good or bad, however you want to look at it. That's my advantage over your background simply for story and content.
Yeah, I mean, this is for background.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is where we got chapters added, pages torn, because she was going to write a book. So every guy was a chapter. So she's adding chapters. And pages torn is kind of the ones we want to completely forget about. But
they would be nice to erase, but unfortunately,
we're probably going to deal with them over the course of this podcast.
We have to. Absolutely.
So, hopefully whoever listens to this, and I have no idea, it could just be a buddy of mine or whatever. Nobody.
Absolutely.
But hopefully they can take away the fact that it's pretty normal.
Normal and candid, and I think pretty honest at the same time.
We'll be honest. And we're super funny at times.
I mean, Porkchop thinks we're funnier than what we are.
Oh, no, we're super funny.
No.
So we should probably just dive right into it.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea who your chapter is for this week.
I would like to tell you, but I don't either. We can, I don't know.
What's a good starting point for the women out there? Like something that you actually initially thought was amazing, but just went downhill.
Yeah. Okay. Amazing, but downhill. You know what?
Is that every date?
Not every date. No, by no means. I think my problem initially was I was dating and looking for and attracted to who I, quote unquote, like thought I should be with, who the ideal guy was, who looked good on paper, regardless if you got along or not or whatever. Like it was just someone that you could be proud of or show off, or I don't know. That's what it was. I don't know if I should start out on this story, but I feel like it's a good one.
Okay. I have no idea what you're going to talk about, so I'm going to ask questions if I feel I need to interject.
You should. You know about the story. You definitely know about the story. Yeah. It takes place on the heels of another story.
Okay.
So the thing is that I was at one point in time, as I've stated, married. But then soon after getting married,
you just needed to add more chapters.
I don't know if I needed to add more chapters. Soon after I got married, it became very evident that I could not stay in that particular relationship. That's a whole other chapter. But to get out of that chapter, and
I don't know the story.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
To end that chapter, I needed to meet Mr. M, my so-called potential divorce lawyer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this is actually the guy that you ended up being with for a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't think I realized you met him on a pretense.
I met him simply, okay, this is very complicated. So I was married.
Okay.
Soon after we got married, we were separated. Reasons for another time. We were separated for a while. We did the whole year separation thing, all that. But in the meantime, started seeing someone, Mr. C, we'll call him.
Okay, Mr.
And,
C. Okay.
Yeah, Mr.
Not Mr. M, Mr. C.
No, Mr. C.
Okay.
So this is where the web gets tangled, and this is why I brought up this particular story to start out with, because it's kind of juicy.
Okay.
So while I'm separated, I'm dating Mr. C.
Okay.
And
tell us about Mr. C a little, like physically or
correct. Okay, so Mr. C is someone who's, I don't know, average height, blonde, blue eye, life of the party, fun. Everybody knows him. Everybody loves him. Whatever. Super drawn to him. Great time. Had fun initially.
Okay.
Then once things got a little bit more serious, then it was just fucking mess. It was lies, deceit, cheating, the whole thing. Like it was just
on his part?
Both parts.
Okay.
We'll say both parts.
Okay.
So it was absolute mess. But in the middle.
And how did you meet Mr. C? Sorry.
We had worked together.
Okay. Okay.
We were colleagues.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So because
so it was organic in a way because it wasn't like the online thing.
That's fair.
Yeah. Okay.
No, yeah.
And was he single?
Of proximity. Yeah.
And you were single?
Yeah.
Okay. So all cool's there.
And we're both like fun, outgoing, life of the party, whatever, start hanging out, drawn to each other because of that.
Okay.
commonality. Anyway, so we go ahead, we start dating. It goes to shit. Fine. Then.
How long did that take?
We were dating for a good, 5 or 6 months.
Okay.
And then.
So it was a situationship at that point.
Kind of, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's okay to call it
like
that.
You guys had you called exclusive?
No, not really.
Okay.
And so we were just doing our thing, and he knew about the situation, about the soon-to-be ex-husband.
Yeah.
And so anyway, at this point, though, we had already gone through multiple explosive fights and drunken nights and drama and all that stuff.
Quite a volatile relationship. Okay.
Exactly. So I, at the point, though, was like, hey, now that I've been separated for this long and whatever, do you know any divorce lawyers? I do. And he was like, well, not really sure if I know any divorce lawyers, but I have this particular friend / know him through work because we deal with lawyers who works at a law firm.
Okay.
I don't know if he does anything specifically, but I will ask him, and then I'm sure there's someone at his firm.
Okay, so to be clear, Mr. C didn't realize he was then hooking you up with Mr. M.
I didn't even know that.
Okay.
I didn't even know that. This was a pure thing.
It's a little awkward. Okay.
It's weird. But it gets even worse.
Oh, no.
So we go ahead and we contact.
I don't know this story.
Really?
No, I don't.
I
don't. This is why we're doing this. I'm learning as we go. Okay.
Do this. Okay. Anyway, so Mr. C contacts said connection. Said connection says, no, I don't do any of that, but Mr. M does. And so we're like, wonderful. And we're like, okay, listen, it's very cut and dry. Nothing,
easy.
So it just needs to be a very simple desk divorce and whatever. And it's just some paperwork. We just need a lawyer to legitimately look over everything just to make sure nobody gets screwed in the end and everybody walks away. So
should be quick.
Easy peasy, pro bono, put it on the books.
Oh, he's doing pro bono?
Well, there's a certain amount of work that lawyers do pro bono. And this was
apparently only for pretty ladies because my divorce lawyer was not free.
Fair enough. But I think it was just because it was such a simplistic thing. Okay. Anyway, so we go ahead and set this all up and whatever. And I asked Mr. C, who I'm still technically dating at the time.
And can I ask, are you banging Mr. C?
Well, we've been together for 6 months.
So yes.
7 months at the time.
Okay.
Yeah. So we've been together for a while.
Okay.
But anyway, so I asked Mr. C, I'm like, listen, I'm a little nervous, whatever. I don't want to go meet said lawyer, whatever, on my own. I've never met with a lawyer before. Will you come with me? And he's like, oh, fine. Because we were fighting at the time. So he was a little disgruntled to go with me, but I was like, okay. So he goes ahead, comes with me.
Okay.
We sit down.
And you're in a big firm downtown?
No, we met at a coffee shop.
Okay.
Because it was just a meet and greet kind of thing. It wasn't billing hours, whatever. So go ahead, sit down. It's me, Mr. C, and Mr. M.
It's the threesome, okay?
Yeah. Not a threesome, but the threesome. Yeah. We go ahead. We're chatting. All good, all fine. Setting out some, questions. The lawyer's asking questions, all that stuff. We're there for about 20 minutes. Mr. C has to leave and go back to work because he's just on his lunch hour.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, great. Like, are you okay? He's like, are you comfortable? Are you fine? I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm going to sit here and just talk to him.
And so, sorry, you've met Mr. M.
Yeah, we're already in a
And
meeting.
do you think Mr. M is handsome?
Totally. I'm gobsmacked as soon as I see him.
Okay, so you go to meet this lawyer who's helping you out.
Yes.
And
who has never met me before, who's doing a favor for his friend at the firm, who's only...
But you are immediately attracted to Mr. M.
Like, stop.
So, like, Mr. C is like yesterday's cookies.
Stop dead in my tracks and took my breath away. Yeah.
Okay.
So Mr. C looks at me and he's like, are you okay? He's still mad at me because we're still fighting. He's like, are you okay? I got to get back to work. And I was like, yeah, I'm good. He's like, okay, fine. He leaves. And what was supposed to be a 15-minute meet and greet, let's just see if I'll even take on your file, whatever, turns into a 2-hour chat with Mr. M.
I'm thinking Mr. M's a bit of a dog.
Exact opposite.
Okay.
Exact opposite.
He was a gentleman.
Super.
Okay.
Super.
But you're super attracted to him. And were you talking all legal stuff for this 2 hours?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So there was nothing in that 2 hours that would have led you to believe.
Other than like, how did you get into this? Is this your practice? Like maybe a little venturing off my specific file, but nothing to the effect. I will state that Mr. M was 1,000% single as well. He was not involved in anyone.
Right.
So, yeah. So anyway. So we go ahead, we sit there, and what was supposed to be a 15-minute meet and greet turns into a 2-hour coffee. And we exchange numbers. He gives me his business card and all that stuff, whatever. And I immediately after we leave said coffee shop. I messaged him and I was like,
who'd you message?
Mr. M.
Not Mr. C.
No.
You didn't message Mr. C and say thanks so much. No, you immediately went back to the lawyer.
No, well, I just had left. The lawyer was like, okay, good to meet you.
Okay.
Have a great day. Yep, absolutely.
And so what did you text him?
So I messaged him and I was like, I don't think you can be my divorce lawyer. I don't think I can hire you. And first, the initial text was, I'm so sorry. This is probably inappropriate. I hope you don't mind that I'm texting you. This is a personal text. I don't think I can hire you as my divorce lawyer.
Why not?
And he was like, oh, no, it's fine. That's okay. You're texting me. He's like, why? What's going on? I was like, because I just think it's inappropriate. Honestly, I'm too attracted to you. I told him, I was like, we had a great conversation and I feel a connection.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And I was like, I can't.
How did he take that?
And he was like, so he wrote back and he was like, no, I completely get it. He's like, that was the most wonderful conversation. He's like, I don't think I should be your lawyer either. So I never hired him. I never, ever, ever hired him. There was no monies exchanged ever.
Okay, so there's so many questions, but I'm worried about Mr. C at this point.
Mr. C and I were still fighting, and Mr. M and I were hitting it off, and Mr. C and I was just like, whatever, and it just fizzled out. And
so
didn't talk.
You never were dating Mr. C at the same time you were dating Mr. M?
No, because Mr. C and I, we were dating and not dating. We never had the titles, but we were dating.
Sounds very complicated.
Anyway, so Mr. C and I just faded out. I was just like, oh, whatever, I'm done with this shit. And Mr. M and I started talking. And that's when Mr. M and I eventually got together. And we were together for 7 years.
Okay, we're on Mr. M.
Mr. M's, him and I are talking. Like I said, we're going on dates. We're hanging out.
Where's he taking you on these dates?
Just in the city.
Is he loaded?
I'm not going to mention what city.
Is he loaded?
Well, he's a lawyer and a partner at a firm. So
yes. So he's treating you pretty well.
Correct.
And had you slept with him by that point?
No, we actually dated for a bit. He courted me. He truly did. He was a gentleman, like I said. He took me out. We went to dinner. We got to know each other. We talked.
So this is probably the guy you ended up with, right?
So this is, yes.
Forever.
Well, this is what I thought. It was going to happen.
I think a whole other episode can be dedicated to Mr. M.
Oh, 1,000 episodes.
But I am really curious. So did you just call it off with Mr. C?
That just kind of, like I said, fizzled out because we were just so.
So what, you just stopped talking to each other?
No, it was just you know what, whatever. We're not hanging out tonight. Let's not go out. He would do his own thing. I would do mine. It was never a thing of where we lived together or had to work anything out. It was just we just stopped hanging out.
And did Mr. C ever find out about Mr. M?
I'm sure eventually he did.
But you don't know what his reaction to that was.
I don't care.
Well, that's pretty cold.
It's not cold. Mr. C is a whole other story. And let me tell you, Mr. C deserved it.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, did Mr. M know about Mr. C?
I think we talked about it. Yeah. Well, because he knew I went to the initial meeting with him, and he did ask me, and he was like, who's that? And I was like, well, the guy I'm seeing, my boyfriend-ish, whatever. So he knew. Yeah.
When you finally had, relations with Mr. M, did you just forget about Mr. C at that point?
Well, this was a while later, though. Mr. C and I weren't talking anymore and hanging out.
We're talking months? Months?
We're talking at least 2 months. Yeah.
For me, that's very quick.
2 months of dating someone and going out, like, seeing them all
No,
the time?
like it's usually much longer between sleeping with people.
Oh, yeah, but that's because, like, the dates are few and far between as opposed
For
to
me,
yeah,
yes.
okay. I was doing, like, 3 dates a week.
With him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was quite consistent, and that's why it was to me this will explain a lot of things later on, but that's why to me, I thought he was a perfect person because he not only was a professional, he was a gentleman, he was handsome, he was everything, but I also thought that he genuinely enjoyed and loved having a social life because the first few months we would go out, we would have dinners, we would, have a drink here and there, we would do
Was he a big
things.
drinker or no?
No, but
No.
we would do things. The thing is that he would take himself away from work and make time for me. And we would have dates and we would spend quality time together and we would have fun together and all of that. And that's what made me fall in love with him. But then as soon as we started dating, and became exclusive and he became that much more comfortable with the relationship, that's when he started back to
We're
working.
definitely gonna have to come back to Mr. M.
We're going to, but that's when he started going back to work like 7 days a week. And then I was essentially dating someone in the parameters and the rules and the regulations and the understanding of dating someone, but alone 7
Were
days
they
a week.
both good-looking dudes?
Mr. C, average, Mr. M, above average.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very classically super
And I would be like above average?
always.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Anyway,
Just to be clear to our audience, we're not together. We're just besties.
point. Yeah,
Yeah,
we should probably.
like this is one of those things where don't wait for a fairy tale thing at the end of the podcast. We are simply besties sharing these stories. So
Yes.
I have to admit, I don't remember hearing how you met Mr. M.
Oh,
I think I knew about Mr. C a little bit, and obviously I knew about Mr. M
yeah.
because he was a pretty big part of your life.
Yeah, 7 years, yeah. That
But
was
I
a
didn't. I
chunk.
don't remember knowing how you met him. You are a minx.
He was potentially going to be my divorce lawyer, and then I said, "You can't be my divorce lawyer because I like you."
Wow. Like every time I hit on my divorce lawyers, they fired me as a client.
Well, the thing is that kind of did a little bit of a Charlotte from Sex and the City, but
Wow. Yeah, I mean, it's to be totally fair, I think you are a bit more attractive than me on just the respective scales, and I think you can get away with a lot more.
No, I think it's just because I'm female. I don't think it's attractiveness. I think it's just.
I think you just get away with a lot more.
Anyway, so
I
then,
sent someone a creepy text saying, "I can't use your business, but I really want to fuck you." Like all of a sudden, all of a sudden, there's like complaints. Some on TikTok, people like the ex-wife is in there, all this stuff.
I mean, maybe.
No, I can't get away with shit.
Well, I didn't say it that crude. I just said I couldn't hire him as my.
It was like you were a monster from Big Mouth on this guy.
But he felt the same way, so it's lovely. So it was great. And then you know what? I still love him to this day. We still chat,
Is he married?
and not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
We keep in touch, but we're not that close.
And how long did, okay, we'll get into the relationship future, but that relationship lasted
About 7 years. 6,
and then
7 years.
you've not been with him for
About 7, 8 years.
I see. Okay, so we're talking. This was 15 years ago.
This was a long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were young.
Yeah.
I was still old, but you were young.
And the thing is that, like I said, I have so much respect for him. I love him with all my heart. We are still friends. I still want the absolute best for him. Honestly, he's such a good person. He truly, truly is. There are so many things that he has done over the years and that I know about his life and just things.
But he's obviously very successful. Like he's good at what he does.
Super successful. He's extremely smart.
And maybe that had something to do with your ultimate down. Like maybe he was so focused on it.
He was, and that was. I needed quality time. He was building a career. We met at the wrong time in life. If I met him now, we would be inseparable. We would go the distance.
So why wouldn't you give it another shot now?
Because we both terribly, like, massively damaged each other so badly that there's no going back.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
We're lucky we have a friendship.
Well, look, I appreciate you sharing the story. Mr. C sounds like he just kind of was a placeholder.
He wasn't initially, but yeah, I thought that was going to be like, oh, this is great fun. We have the same personalities. It's going to work out. But
did he wine and dine you?
nope.
No, it was more of a hump 'em and have fun.
It was more of a, like this is a fun time.
Right.
Yeah.
So it wasn't as intellectually serious as with
not
Mr.
at
M.
all. Yeah.
Right.
Mr. M, I thought I was going to marry, live with, and die with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry it didn't work out. We'll tear that page out of the book.
Yeah.
And we are going to have a future episode specifically on Mr. M, because I think there's, at least I know there's enough material there that we could do an episode on it.
A couple, probably.
And then maybe bring in some clinical psychologists as well.
We did do a lot of damage.
But you know, what can we say? Page torn, on to the next.
Mm-hmm.
And
chapter added.
We'll talk to everyone next time.
Sounds great.
All right. Thanks. Thanks, Stinky Feet.
No problem, Porkchop.
Talk to you later.